Most people think great intimacy is all about technique. They're wrong. The biggest difference between unforgettable and forgettable moments has almost nothing to do with experience. Today, you'll discover 5 simple habits that make a man feel genuinely wanted, emotionally connected, and far more attracted without relying on tricks or games. If you're enjoying this video and want more practical relationship advice based on healthy communication and lasting attraction, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the next one. The biggest mistake people make is believing that intimacy is about trying to impress someone. They think the more they focus on performance, the stronger the connection becomes. In reality, most people can sense the difference between someone who is simply going through the motions and someone who is genuinely present. A man is far more likely to feel deeply attracted when he knows his partner truly wants to share the moment with him instead of trying to meet an imaginary standard. Real desire cannot be faked for long. It shows in your attention, your expressions, your confidence, and the way you naturally respond to him. When you are fully engaged in the moment, you stop worrying about whether everything is perfect. Instead, your focus shifts toward understanding what makes your partner feel appreciated and emotionally connected. This creates a relaxed atmosphere where both people feel comfortable. Confidence grows naturally because there is no pressure to perform or compete with unrealistic expectations. That comfort often becomes far more memorable than any specific action. Another important part of genuine enthusiasm is communication. You do not have to guess what your partner enjoys or assume that everyone likes the same things. Simple conversations before or after intimate moments help build trust and remove uncertainty. Asking questions, listening carefully, and paying attention to verbal and nonverbal feedback shows that you care about his experience as much as your own. Feeling heard is one of the strongest foundations of intimacy. Enthusiasm also means allowing yourself to enjoy the experience instead of treating it like a task that needs to be completed. When both partners are relaxed, smiling, laughing, and sharing the moment together, the emotional bond becomes stronger. That positive energy creates lasting memories because people often remember how someone made them feel more than the exact details of what happened. Perhaps the most attractive quality of all is authenticity. You do not need to pretend to be someone else, copy what you have seen online, or follow unrealistic expectations. Every relationship develops its own rhythm through honesty, curiosity, patience, and mutual respect. The more comfortable you become expressing genuine affection and appreciation, the more natural your connection will feel. That sense of emotional security often becomes the foundation for deeper attraction, stronger trust, and a relationship where both partners feel valued, desired, and excited to keep growing closer together over time. One of the most overlooked parts of a satisfying, intimate relationship is paying attention to your partner's reactions instead of assuming what they enjoy. Every person is different. What makes one person feel comfortable, appreciated, or emotionally connected may not have the same effect on someone else. The strongest relationships are built on curiosity rather than assumptions. When you genuinely observe how your partner responds and remain open to learning about them, intimacy becomes a shared experience instead of a performance. Listening is not limited to words. Sometimes a partner expresses comfort, excitement, or hesitation through facial expressions, body language, tone of voice, or the way they naturally engage with you. Being attentive to these signals shows respect and emotional maturity. It communicates that you care about how they feel rather than focusing only on your own expectations. That level of consideration often strengthens trust because your partner feels seen, understood, and valued. Communication also plays an important role. Healthy couples are comfortable asking simple questions like how did that feel? Or is there anything you enjoy more? These conversations are not signs of inexperience. They are signs of confidence. People who communicate openly are usually better at building long-term intimacy because they create an environment where both partners feel safe expressing their preferences, boundaries, and comfort levels without fear of judgment. Another benefit of paying attention is that it removes unnecessary pressure. Instead of trying to follow unrealistic ideas from movies, social media, or other outside influences, you begin focusing on the unique connection you share. This makes the relationship feel more personal and authentic. Over time, both partners gain a better understanding of each other's needs, creating a stronger emotional bond alongside physical attraction. It is equally important to recognize signs that your partner may be uncomfortable or distracted. Respecting boundaries, slowing down, or checking in demonstrates care and reinforces mutual trust. Feeling emotionally safe allows both people to relax and enjoy being together, which naturally deepens their connection. The goal is never perfection. The goal is learning, adapting, and growing together through honest communication, mutual respect, and enthusiastic consent. When both partners feel heard and appreciated, attraction often becomes stronger because intimacy is no longer based on guessing what the other person wants. Instead, it is built on genuine understanding, shared trust, and the confidence that both people are committed to each other's happiness and well-being. Confidence in a relationship is often misunderstood. Many people believe it means always knowing the right thing to say or never feeling nervous. In reality, true confidence comes from being honest, respectful, and comfortable enough to communicate openly. When two people can express their thoughts, preferences, and feelings without fear of embarrassment or judgment, they create a stronger foundation for lasting intimacy. Open communication removes uncertainty and replaces it with trust. One of the most attractive qualities a person can have is the ability to speak clearly about what they enjoy, what makes them feel appreciated, and what helps them feel emotionally connected. This does not require dramatic conversations or perfect timing. Sometimes the most meaningful discussions happen naturally during quiet moments, whether you're spending time together, taking a walk, or relaxing after a date. These conversations allow both partners to understand each other on a deeper level. Confident communication also includes being a good listener. It is not only about expressing your own thoughts, but also giving your partner the space to share theirs. When someone feels heard, without being interrupted or criticized, they are more likely to open up honestly. That openness creates a relationship where both people feel respected and emotionally safe. Another important aspect is discussing boundaries with kindness and understanding. Healthy boundaries are not obstacles to intimacy. They actually make intimacy stronger because they ensure both partners feel comfortable and respected. Being able to say yes with enthusiasm or no without guilt builds trust and reinforces the idea that both people's feelings matter equally. Misunderstandings are normal in every relationship. The difference between strong and weak relationships is often how couples handle those moments. Instead of making assumptions or letting frustration build, confident partners ask questions, clarify intentions, and work together to find solutions. This approach prevents small issues from becoming larger problems and helps maintain a positive connection. When communication becomes a regular habit, attraction often grows because both people feel accepted for who they truly are. There is less pressure to pretend, impress, or guess what the other person is thinking. Instead, the relationship becomes a place where honesty, empathy, and mutual respect guide every interaction. Over time, this kind of communication creates a deeper emotional bond, making both partners feel valued, understood, and excited to continue growing together through every stage of their relationship. One of the strongest ways to build lasting attraction has very little to do with what happens during intimate moments. In fact, the connection that develops outside the bedroom often determines how meaningful those moments feel. Small acts of affection throughout the day create a sense of closeness that cannot be replaced by grand gestures. When a man consistently feels appreciated, respected, and emotionally connected, physical intimacy becomes a natural extension of that bond rather than the only source of it. Affection does not have to be complicated. A warm smile when he walks into the room, genuine eye contact during a conversation, holding his hand while walking together, a thoughtful compliment, or a simple hug after a long day can have a powerful impact. These small actions communicate that he matters to you and that your attention is focused on him. People often remember how consistently they felt cared for rather than isolated moments of excitement. Showing appreciation is equally important. Everyone wants to feel noticed for their efforts, whether it is working hard, being supportive, making time for the relationship, or simply being present. A sincere thank you or acknowledging something positive he has done can strengthen his confidence and encourage even greater emotional openness. Feeling valued creates a cycle where both partners naturally want to invest more in the relationship. Quality time also plays a major role. Spending time together without distractions allows both people to reconnect and understand each other better. This does not require expensive dates or elaborate plans. Sharing a meal, taking a walk, watching a favorite movie, or talking about each other's day can deepen emotional intimacy. These everyday moments build trust because they show that the relationship is a priority. Another important factor is consistency. Grand romantic gestures may be memorable, but steady affection over weeks, months, and years creates real security. Knowing that kindness, respect, and encouragement will continue even during stressful times helps both partners feel emotionally safe. That security strengthens attraction because it removes uncertainty and builds confidence in the relationship. When affection becomes part of daily life, both partners feel more connected and appreciated. Emotional closeness makes communication easier, reduces misunderstandings, and creates an environment where trust continues to grow. Over time, this combination of warmth, appreciation, consistency, and shared experiences forms the foundation of a healthy relationship in which attraction is sustained not by constant excitement alone, but by genuine care, mutual respect, and a deep sense of partnership. One of the most powerful ingredients in a healthy and exciting relationship is playfulness. Many people believe that attraction is built through perfect conversations or carefully planned romantic moments, but some of the strongest connections are created when two people can laugh together, tease each other kindly, and enjoy each other's company without feeling pressure. Playfulness brings energy into a relationship and reminds both partners that being together should feel enjoyable, not stressful. When a couple is comfortable enough to joke, smile, and share light-hearted moments, they naturally become more relaxed. That relaxed feeling helps remove anxiety and self-consciousness. Instead of worrying about saying the perfect thing or making every moment unforgettable, both people begin to focus on simply enjoying each other's presence. This creates a genuine connection because happiness is shared rather than forced. A playful attitude also helps keep the relationship fresh over time. As life becomes busy with work, responsibilities, and daily routines, it is easy for couples to fall into predictable patterns. Making time for fun conversations, unexpected compliments, inside jokes, or spontaneous activities can bring excitement back into everyday life. These moments create positive memories that strengthen emotional bonds and remind both partners why they enjoy being together. Playfulness should always come from kindness and respect. Gentle teasing can be enjoyable when both people understand each other's sense of humor, but jokes that embarrass, criticize, or make someone feel insecure can damage trust. The goal is to make your partner feel comfortable and appreciated, not to win attention at their expense. Understanding this difference shows emotional maturity and helps maintain a safe, positive atmosphere. Another benefit of playfulness is that it encourages open communication. When couples laugh together, they often feel more comfortable discussing serious topics as well. A relationship that includes both meaningful conversations and light-hearted moments becomes more balanced. It allows both partners to support each other during difficult times while still finding joy in everyday experiences. Most importantly, playfulness reminds both people that love is not only about solving problems or meeting responsibilities. It is also about creating moments of happiness that make the relationship feel alive. Smiling together after a long day, sharing a funny story, trying something new, or simply enjoying each other's company without distractions can deepen emotional intimacy. Over time, these small but meaningful experiences build trust, strengthen attraction, and create a relationship where both partners feel connected, appreciated, and excited to continue making memories together. One of the strongest foundations of a lasting relationship is mutual respect and enthusiastic consent. While attraction may bring two people together, trust is what allows that attraction to grow over time. When both partners know their feelings, boundaries, and comfort matter equally, they are far more likely to feel emotionally secure. That sense of security creates a relationship where affection feels natural instead of pressured, and where both people can express themselves honestly. Respect begins with understanding that every individual has different preferences, comfort levels, and boundaries. Instead of assuming what your partner wants, healthy relationships are built on open conversations and genuine curiosity. Asking thoughtful questions, listening carefully, and accepting each other's answers without judgment shows maturity and care. It sends the message that your partner's feelings are just as important as your own. Enthusiastic consent goes beyond simply hearing the word yes. It means both people are willingly participating, feeling comfortable, and genuinely excited to share the experience together. When both partners feel free to communicate openly, they are also more comfortable speaking up if something doesn't feel right or if they want to slow down. That freedom strengthens trust because neither person feels pressured to meet expectations they are uncomfortable with. Respect is also reflected in everyday behavior outside of romantic moments. Keeping promises, speaking kindly during disagreements, respecting personal space, and supporting each other's goals all contribute to a stronger emotional connection. These daily actions build confidence in the relationship and demonstrate that care is consistent rather than occasional. Another important part of mutual respect is accepting that people grow and change over time. What someone enjoys, values, or feels comfortable with today may evolve in the future. Healthy couples regularly check in with each other, remain open to honest conversations, and adapt together rather than expecting everything to stay the same. This flexibility allows the relationship to remain strong through different stages of life. When respect and consent become natural habits, both partners experience greater emotional closeness because they know they are accepted without pressure or judgment. They can be honest about their needs, celebrate each other's individuality, and work through challenges as a team. In the end, lasting attraction is rarely built on grand gestures alone. It grows through consistent kindness, open communication, shared trust, and the confidence that both people feel safe, valued, appreciated, and fully respected every step of the way. One of the most valuable habits in any healthy relationship is maintaining honest and open communication about preferences, expectations, and feelings. Many couples assume that attraction alone is enough to create a strong connection, but lasting intimacy is built through understanding each other on a deeper level. Honest conversations remove guesswork and replace it with clarity, making both partners feel more confident, respected, and emotionally secure. Every person enters a relationship with different experiences, comfort levels, and ways of expressing affection. Instead of expecting your partner to automatically know what you enjoy or what makes you feel appreciated, healthy relationships encourage regular conversations about these topics. Speaking openly does not weaken attraction. In fact, it often strengthens it because both people feel accepted for who they truly are, rather than feeling pressured to meet unspoken expectations. Equally important is creating a space where your partner feels comfortable sharing their own thoughts. This means listening without interrupting, avoiding criticism, and responding with curiosity instead of defensiveness. When someone feels safe expressing themselves, they become more willing to be emotionally vulnerable. That vulnerability builds trust because it shows that both partners value honesty over pretending everything is perfect. Honest communication is especially important when misunderstandings occur. Every relationship faces moments where expectations do not match reality. Instead of allowing frustration to grow, strong couples address issues calmly and respectfully. They ask questions, clarify intentions, and work together to find solutions. This approach prevents resentment from building and helps both partners feel like they are on the same team rather than opposing sides. Another benefit of open communication is that it allows the relationship to continue growing. People's priorities, routines, and emotional needs naturally change over time. Regular conversations help couples adapt together instead of drifting apart. Even simple check-ins about how each person is feeling can strengthen emotional closeness and reinforce the idea that the relationship deserves ongoing attention. At its heart, honest communication is about creating a partnership built on trust rather than assumptions. When both people know they can speak openly without fear of judgment, they become more relaxed and authentic with each other. That authenticity creates a deeper emotional bond, strengthens attraction, and encourages lasting commitment. Over time, couples who consistently communicate with kindness, patience, and respect often discover that their relationship becomes stronger because they continue learning about each other instead of believing they already know everything. The most lasting attraction is not created by trying to become someone else. It comes from authenticity. Many people spend too much time comparing themselves to others, following trends, or believing they have to act a certain way to keep a relationship exciting. While confidence and effort are important, pretending to be someone you are not usually creates pressure and makes genuine connection more difficult. Real intimacy grows when both partners feel free to be themselves without fear of rejection or judgment. Authenticity begins with accepting your own personality, strengths, and imperfections. No one is perfect, and healthy relationships are not built on perfection. They are built on honesty. When you stop worrying about constantly impressing your partner and instead focus on being genuine, conversations become more meaningful, laughter becomes more natural, and emotional closeness develops with greater ease. People are often drawn to those who are comfortable in their own skin because that confidence feels real rather than rehearsed. Being authentic also means expressing appreciation and affection in ways that feel natural to you. Some people enjoy encouraging words, while others prefer thoughtful actions or spending quality time together. There is no single formula that works for every couple. The strongest relationships are those in which both partners discover what makes each other feel loved instead of trying to copy someone else's relationship. This personal understanding creates a bond that is unique and difficult to replace. Another important part of authenticity is allowing yourself to be vulnerable, sharing your thoughts, admitting when you are nervous, apologizing when you make a mistake, and expressing gratitude are signs of emotional strength rather than weakness. Vulnerability invites trust because it shows your partner that you value honesty more than appearing perfect. Over time, this openness encourages your partner to do the same, creating a deeper sense of connection. Authenticity also helps relationships remain stable during difficult moments. When both people know they can communicate honestly and support each other without pretending everything is fine, challenges become easier to face together. Instead of hiding concerns or avoiding important conversations, they work as a team and continue building trust through mutual respect and understanding. In the end, the relationships that last are rarely the ones built on flawless performances or unrealistic expectations. They are built by two people who consistently choose honesty, kindness, respect, and genuine care. When you embrace who you are and encourage your partner to do the same, attraction becomes deeper than appearances. It grows into lasting trust, emotional security, and a partnership where both people feel accepted, appreciated, and truly valued for exactly who they are. At the end of the day, the strongest relationships are never built on trying to impress someone. They are built on trust, confidence, honest communication, mutual respect, and a genuine desire to make each other feel valued. Real attraction isn't about following a perfect script or chasing unrealistic expectations. It's about creating a connection where both people feel safe to be themselves, where affection is freely given, where boundaries are respected, and where both partners continue learning about each other instead of making assumptions. When you focus on emotional closeness, pay attention to your partner's feelings, communicate openly, and show consistent appreciation, you create the kind of relationship that lasts far beyond the excitement of first impressions. The small things, a sincere compliment, thoughtful listening, shared laughter, and everyday kindness often have the greatest impact because they build trust one moment at a time. Remember, lasting intimacy is not something that happens by accident. It grows through patience, understanding, and the willingness to invest in each other every single day. The goal is never to be perfect. The goal is to become a better partner while encouraging the person beside you to do the same. If you found these insights helpful, let me know which points stood out to you the most and why. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, and if you're looking for more practical advice on building stronger, healthier, and more fulfilling relationships, be sure to subscribe and join us for the next video. Until then, take care of yourself, value genuine connection over appearances, and remember that the deepest attraction will always begin with authenticity, respect, and a relationship where both people choose each other, not just once, but every single day.